actually did another meditation today, and here's my draw notes that I drew in my book about what I saw in my dream and stuff. And I'm going to be doing a video about it. But the funny thing was, is this computation that I was given on December 7th actually brings up the information. What I saw was an oblong shape that had like little tentacles, or what I call little spikes coming out of it. And it spins, and then there's a stable unit with a core in the middle. And this is what I saw, how they travel through space quickly. And so I started Googling it, and that's when I found out that there's been tons of sightings about it. And I don't know what happened to my stuff. I actually copied and pasted it into the system here, and I don't know where it is. I did a whole thing on OneNote for about 3 hours, and I didn't save it because I assumed OneNote's supposed to save everything. So, but then again, knowing me, it's probably somewhere on my computer. I just don't know where. And there's the old space messages down there. Sorry, I'm just looking. I have no idea where I put it. It's not in there. Not in there. Not in there. So I don't know what I did. I really don't know. See, this is the other one that I started on. I have a problem with losing stuff all the time. So I did this research thing, and I found all sorts of sightings and stuff of people that, oh, maybe I did a Word document? I wonder if I did that. Maybe I did a Word document on it. That's why I'm getting lost. No, I didn't. Okay. Great. I've lost all the notes that I worked on. Anyways, I saved this information. So, I did the Google search on the spaceship with spikes, and I found all sorts of entries of people that had actually sightings of it, and it's not on my computer now. I don't know what happened to it. I really don't know what happened to it. This is crazy. No, I have no idea. It's on my computer somewhere. New section 1. Nope. I better not lose this stuff. It's like way too good to be true. But anyways, I've lost all my notes where I kept track of all the people that had seen the same spaceship that I had seen in my dream. But they actually saw it in person. I got accounts of different people that saw it, mostly in Europe. So that was kind of cool. But he talked about it. When I did it, I did spaceships with spikes. Here, hold on, I'll just Google it real quick and show it to you. Spaceships with spikes. I always go to images first to see if there's any pictures. If anything. There's one there, right? No, these are not what I want. So, nope. So we're going to do spaceship, or sorry, not spaceships, it was UFO with spikes. That's what it was called. There you go. See? UFO with spikes, UFO over... This is good. This is one about an assault. A guy was assaulted by it, and he talks about along, he gives the measurements of it and everything. But he was over in Scotland, and the thing hurt him. HBCC, UFO reported sightings, 1971, huge round ball with spikes. So I thought it was kind of freaky. Like, when I did the meditation and saw the picture in my mind, I thought, oh, okay, this is just me, right? But then when I go find online, there's actual people that have seen something like that. Kind of freaked me out. And now that, okay, the same UFO with the spikes thing, you know, these UFOs that we keep seeing, it's from the original Mayans people. They built it. They're out there. I think they're on this planet. Kepler22. Kepler22b. I think that's where they are. They could be living under the water. I mean, they say it's mostly water on there, but like Atlantis is underwater. We had a lot of cartoons and stuff where they lived in a bubble. under the water in a like a bubble, and the water is kind of like a defense, because most people wouldn't expect someone to be living on a water planet. But what if they have little cities built in the water and they're under some sort of dome or something and you can't really see them, and you know, their technology is a lot more advanced than ours, right? So I'm looking for, I figured out all the numbers, the stars. I'm stumped on the stars, the star formation. Ours is Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus for the stars. I went to the Babylonian. See, there's all my notes. I mean, there's just so much stuff. I've been working on this for 4 days straight. I hardly did my blogs or anything. But anyways, 13 Mars. Sorry. Where is it? There it is, my star. I did it under the one that what each star has a formation. It's called the Pentacles of King Solomon. And I found some notes about it, and in it it talks about the 4 directions correspondent to the planets. So a symbol of a star would refer to this back in the early days. And I put it under our solar system based on that thing I found. And then I just found one tonight, which is a Babylonian solar system instead. And theirs is a little different. And that's from the actual, see that picture there? It's based on whatever was written on the Babylonian walls. But here's the new calculations. And I can't for the life of me figure out what it means. So I'm going to be Googling Jupiter 13, Saturn 11, Mars 45, Venus 7, and Starlium or Nibiru 4, Marduk. I'm assuming that's what that is down here, because I had it at the top over here. It meant the star of Elam with 8 points. My star only has 5 points. But if you look at the way I draw it, and the way they draw theirs, mine is completely opposite of theirs. So I don't know if this is going to have to flip over this way, and I'll have to put Mars and Saturn on this side and Jupiter and Venus. So I have to look at a map of the solar system and try to figure out if that's, I'm just stumped on this. I've figured out all the mathematical stuff. I'm lost on this one. So, you know, there's all the stuff I found about, this is a circular star calendar. This is the early Babylon, what it looked like, and where the scrolls and tablets are located in regards to this stuff I've got here. 10 months equals 304 days. The Babylonian, I guess, they went by a 10-month thing instead of 12 months like we do, and theirs comes to 304 days, and I had, what, 290? So I'm still a bit off. I got astrolabe B, a menology for the 12 months of Babylon year, in which 10 months of the year are assigned to month stars. I have no idea what that means. Okay? Sipars, and it's like all these different words, and I'm just Googling like crazy trying to figure out what does this mean. Symbols, numbers, meanings. Hello. This other one's called, okay, this one's called 13 Mars. That's where I found out about the Kepler. Math equation with 0 and everything beside it. That's how I figured out the number and what it meant. Mathematics, 0 could mean the root or a holomorphic function, whatever that is. I still have to figure that out. I figured out what's the square root of everything. So now this is cool. Computational intelligence. I actually Googled the number and come up with an ISBN number that's close to the number that I put, and it comes out with computational intelligence, an introduction. It talks about computers, how they talk fast, and this is stuff you would use in a spaceship, right? So then we got a carrier. Oh, this is all information about, I copy and paste it. This is, I don't know what this is. I copy and pasted it because it came up with solar cells, and when I did a carrier, light absorbing carbon black particles said suspended said carrier. So remember I was talking about wanting to have a spaceship. I do not know how to work this program. Wanting to have a spaceship with the core floating in the middle, or I didn't say that yet, did I? Actually, it's in my... This thing doesn't want